Good evening, everybody. This is Rick Del Santo, the PWZ podcast. I've got Samhausen joining me once again this week.
Hello,
Sam, what's
hello.
going on?
Oh, nothing much. I'm excited to talk NWA 74, buddy.
Yeah, we're going to be sitting here. We're going to be previewing the 74th anniversary show, which takes place August 27th and 28th. That's this
that
weekend. Yep, this coming weekend. Big weekend for the NWA taking place in St. Louis at the Chase, a legendary wrestling building.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So, yeah, Sam, what's been going on with you before we break this down?
Oh, man. Just been working my day job, hanging out. Been watching all the good wrestling that's going on. Yeah, that's about it. I have been watching WWE again because it's getting there. It's getting good.
I just haven't found the time to sit down. I usually skim through it still. I see things I like. I see things I don't like. I'm not used to it yet, but I'm sure over time I might get used to it. I just want to say that, yeah, I'm a little burnt out. For anybody listening, please forgive me. I'm going to say, I was just talking to Sam that I went to 5 shows in the last 3 days, and I'm completely exhausted. I went to Beyond Wrestling's American Rana in Worcester, Mass. last night. That damn show did not get out until 11, so I still had to drive an hour and a half. Actually, make it 2 hours because I had to drop my friend off at his house and then drive another half hour home. So,
oh man,
yeah, got home just about 2 a.m. and had to wake up at 7. So I'm exhausted. However, it was a super awesome show. You know, Eddie Kingston was awesome. Wheeler Yuta and Timothy Thatcher was a fucking great match. I absolutely love that match.
Thatcher Yuta, that sounds dope.
Yeah, very, very, very good match. Of course, there was a couple segments on that show, a couple matches, I should say, that went a little longer than I feel like they should have. Kind of drove me nuts. There were times I was just like, Jesus, I can't take this. But, however, overall, it's probably one of the best shows I've been to all year long. It was a really good show. Yeah, very cool. And I want to shoot out congratulations to Lucas Chase on becoming the 2-time Blood, Sweat, and Tears champion. He recaptured that championship this past Saturday night in a ladder match against Dustin Flash Waller. And what I have to say was just this match stressed me the hell out. Everything that these guys were doing, from going through using the doors to the ladder to some of the spots that these guys did in this match. I was literally stressed the hell out. When it was over, I was quite relieved. There was many times I thought these guys really messed themselves up, but very happy for you guys for putting on such a great match on Chase. Congratulations. So NWA 74 this weekend, the oldest brand in professional wrestling, forming, of course, in 1948. We've got it doesn't say, I don't know, what night is this? Okay, night 2. Okay, I'm sorry if I bounce around a little bit. I'm going to talk about this one. This one's part of night 2. And then I'm going to, we'll do in chronological order a little bit. But July 19th, the NWA announced that the NWA United States Tag Team Championships will be reinstated. Last time we saw these belts were when WCW was a part of the National Wrestling Alliance. And I'm going back probably 1991. Maybe 92 is when they were fizzled out eventually. So I'm going to list off these members. There's going to be a battle royal to determine these.
We love a tag battle royal.
Yeah, the thing with NWA is I never saw a lot of battle royals on the National Wrestling Alliance growing up, but Billy seems to love them. So
yeah. However he can get the most guys in the ring, he's going to do it.
He's got to put everybody on his roster on every single show. So
yeah,
this is a way. So I'm going to say these. Here's the lineup. We got Gold Rush, which is Jordan Clearwater and Marche Rocket. That's a really great team right there. We have the Miserably Faithful, Sal the Pal, and Gags the Gimp. That I don't want to see. If anybody is a regular listener, they know how I feel about Gags the Gimp being on television and the gimmick itself. I'm sure, I've even mentioned it, talked to one of the guys from the Alliance blog, Tim Wood from NWA Gold, and it's just something that's not my personal. I have kids. I don't want to see them to see that kind of gimmick on television, personally. However, I do know that Sam is a fan and recently purchased a T-shirt.
I did. It says "Gimping ain't easy. Gags the gimp."
Jesus. All right. From there, we have
Can't wait
the
to wear
Now.
that in public.
Yeah, right. We have the Now, which is Northeast Staples. I believe Hale Collins was former NEW Northeast Wrestling Live champion. These guys have been around for quite some time in the Northeast. They currently also wrestle for independent superstars of professional wrestling run by Tommy Fierro, the legendary Tommy Fierro, I should say. We have the ill-begotten Alex Taylor, Jeremiah Plunkett, Rough and Ready, which is Divine Graves and Deontay. The Fixers, Jay Bradley and Wrecking Ball Legursky.
Oh, the hometown boy.
Legursky. Here we go. All right. So we also have we have Hawks RE, which is Luke Hawks and PJ Hawks. The Country Gentlemen, AJ Kazana and Anthony Andrews. Team Ambition, Mike Outlaw and Camaro Jackson and the Speculators. Brady Pierce and Rush Freeman. So,
was that the guy who Plunkett tried to get to join Ill-Begotten?
Yes, that happened this past Tuesday. Yep. So my guess or my question is here: who do you got in this battle royal to take these titles?
I'm gonna go with Jordan Clearwater and Marche Rocket.
Interesting pick. That's my number 2 pick, by the way.
Okay.
My number 1 pick. Now I picked these guys for months back for an NWA world title match at one point. I'm gonna go with the Fixers.
All right.
I'm gonna go Wrecking Ball and Jay Bradley. I think that these guys have been killing it in the NWA and destroying everybody. So, and they've also been destroying 8-year-old man and Ricky Morton recently.
Oh my God! Every time NWA USA, they're like Ricky Morton versus Wrecking Ball. I'm like, come on! I don't want to watch this. I feel bad.
I love me some Ricky Morton, but don't when he was like 25, not 60 something years old, but he still walks away with the victory. So that's the other.
Yeah.
Thing. I'd have to say my number 3 pick here is going to be Hawks RE, Luke Hawks and PJ Hawks. These guys, the father and son combo, have been, pushing out a lot of great matches in their time in the NWA. They've been in here for a little while. I think this is a great team, and I think that they deserve a little gold around their waists.
That would be cool. I'd put them in my top 3 too. I guess they'd be my number 2. I like that team a lot. It's always cool to see a father and son working together.
Yep. So I'm going to pick 2 more, and I'm not sure how this is going to work out with these guys, but I'm really, really into the Now. I think these guys have made a really great name for themselves all over the independent circuit in the Northeast and basically all over. There's a reason why the NWA picked them up and brought them in. So I'm going to have to go with them. And then let's see, where's my other name? The Country Gentlemen. I'm sorry. I love AJ Kazana. Okay. And I think that they're a very underrated team right now. So I think that's going to be like my sleeper pick to have to come in and take the victory.
So I guess my number 3 would be Ill-Begotten, because as you've pointed out recently, I look a hell of a lot like Jeremiah Plunkett.
Yeah.
It's
Sammy
to the
Plunkett.
point. That's me, Sammy Plunkett. I had NWA on the other night, and my girlfriend just happened to be in the room, and I was like, hey, Rick keeps telling me I look like that guy on the left. And she just turns, she goes, yeah, that's because you do. It's like, all right. And then for my sleeper pick, I got to go with my boys. I got to go with Gags the Gimp and Sal the Pal.
Gosh. All right.
I know they're probably not going to win, but I'm hoping.
I mean, Sal Renaro has been around for a very long time. He's been involved in a lot of NWA territories or groups for quite some time over the years, whether it be NWA Wildside or TNA. I mean, there's a reason why he's picked and brought into this version of the NWA, the Lightning One version of the NWA. So I wouldn't be. I love Sal Renaro, but this current gimmick is driving me crazy. And you know
It's
how I feel about Gags the Gimp.
I do. And his haircut bugs me. But other than that, I think he's a talented guy. Like,
Oh, he's very yeah. His hair keeps getting weirder and weirder because he had like that side braid, and now it's just I don't even know what the hell it is. It's like
it's like a unicorn. It's just
yeah,
sticking out of the side of his head.
yep, yeah. So what was it in the July 26th Empowered edition of Power? I believe that they announced that there's going to be an NWA Women's Invitational, the Burke Invitational. Excuse me, it's retitled the Burke Invitational.
Isn't that the champion's last name?
It's the legendary champion. It's the belt that the current belt is based on the original Mildred Burke title from I
Okay.
guess what in the 50s, 40s, 50s, something like that. So yeah, so Billy's really behind using the legacy of Mildred Burke in the current NWA incarnation of the NWA, and so this is also going to be let's see, what is this? This is also going to be this is the participants. All right, so we can go through this.
Okay.
And the winner, whoever is the winner of this, ends up wrestling whoever wins the Taya and Camille, the NWA World Champion, Women's World Camille match. So this is going to be good. So I'm looking forward to this one. We got Samantha Starr, who was, I believe that's Baby Doll's daughter, the legendary Baby Doll, who was involved in Chuck promotions back in the day. We got Kylan King, Judy Lynn, Misha Kate, Max the Impaler, Maddie Rankowski, Angelina Love, Genocide, Natalia Markova, and Taryn Terrell. I'm going to pick a couple out here that I think that have a really good potential. I think Genocide, I would love to see Genocide win this and go for that title. She's a super, super talented lady. And
Is she the one who's painted up like a robot?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
She's here long enough, so I think that she has her, I think she's well deserved to come in here.
Yeah, I can see that. I like her a lot. Now that I've remembered who she is.
Yeah. No, she's Natalia Markova. She's been getting a lot of airtime and somewhat of a push in the NWA. So I think that she also has very good potential to take on that whoever the winner is of that match.
Yeah, Markova is good. I really didn't know who she was until this recent NWA push she's been getting, because she had that match at Alwayz Ready, the Matt Cardona show they did, and that was really the first time I had seen her wrestle, and she was halfway decent.
Yeah, I think she's really good. All right, so we're going to break down night one, which is the Saturday night. There's going to be Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
Of course, it's going to be pre-shows on both nights. Sam is not going to be able to watch night one. Dickhead.
Say it. Or night two, because I'll be at work.
Oh, man. Well, we're going to have to get you to watch this so you can come back and then we can discuss this next week.
Yeah, so, I'll definitely check it out just after the fact.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's see. The Country Gentleman, AJ Kazana, Anthony Andrews. Joe Kazana, legendary NWA wrestler, has been popping up here and there on the shows. I remember watching him as a kid on NWA Power and NWA Worldwide and such. I remember him very well. They're going to be taking on Gold Rush, Jordan Clearwater, Marche Rocket, with, of course, Austin Idol at their side.
Austin Idol.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Gold Rush here for the victory. However, I love a good surprise, so I would love it if AJ Kazana and Anthony Andrews took the victory, the Country Gentleman, because it's fun. That's what wrestling's about. I love the element of surprise when watching professional wrestling. It's exciting.
Yeah, and people love an underdog, so if you think Clearwater and Rocket are gonna win, it's just always a cool surprise when the other team pulls it out, even though they're
Right.
not like always on your TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got VSK taking on Luke Hawks. It's a singles match for. Nope, it's just a singles match. Sorry, excuse me, I was reading the wrong line.
All good.
I think Luke Hawks is going to win this. If VSK does, he'll probably take it because of some of shenanigans. Maybe Cardona will get involved. Most likely not. VSK has been working his ass off here in the NWA. He's been putting on some great matches. I think it was last week. He had a match, I think, with Ricky Morton. It was not Power.
One-on-one. It was on USA.
Yeah, it was a very, very, very good match.
Yeah, again, I didn't know who VSK was before watching NWA. He'd
Yeah.
been a little bit on like Impact when Brian Myers had that learning tree group.
Yep.
But he was kind of getting jobbed out teaming with Zicky Dice every week. But his stuff in the NWA he got to show more of his skills and how talented that guy is. He's phenomenal.
Oh, he is fantastic. Let's just say that I saw him on an indie show here in July, working Test of Strength, and he wrestled Ichiban in the opening match for the Kowalski, the K1 Kowalski Championship. And I got to say, Ichiban's like one of my favorite talents locally. And, he's really getting his name out. He's doing a lot of really great things. Working for Beyond. I saw him on Wrestling Open yesterday. I saw him wrestle. Actually, I saw him twice this weekend. Worked a couple different shows this weekend. But either way, he's one of the best guys out there. And he went out there and had a banger of a match with VSK. This is an opening match. And, the opening match is supposed to be exciting, get the crowd hyped up. This match did not fail, man. This was such an exciting match. It was really crazy, crazy good. And you can go, I believe it's on YouTube. You go to look up the Test of Strength. It was Undeniable was the name of the show. I believe it's on the Test of Strength YouTube channel. Watch VSK and Ichiban. However, like I said, I think that Luke Hawks, he's got the experience. He's been around quite some time. VSK, while he is very, very good and he's been killing it lately, I'm going to have to go with the veteran here.
I think I'm on the same side as you, bud. Diet Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to take this one.
All right, for the NWA Women match, World Women's Championship. I'm having trouble speaking. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little tired. I'm actually really tired. So, Camille, who was the champion, taking on Taya Valkyrie. Taya Valkyrie is awesome. She's been around for quite some time. I would love to see Taya Valkyrie take this match, take the title. I think it would be awesome. I think it would be a great addition to the NWA. Taya Valkyrie as taking this title. However, I'm not sure if that's really going to happen. Camille has been champion for over a year. She has failed to drop that title. So I think that as much as I would love to see Taya Valkyrie win this and walk out with the title, I have a feeling Camille's going to retain here.
Again, seeing Taya win the title would be awesome. She's so great. I'm glad to see her doing things in wrestling companies after her it wasn't her fault, but her flop in NXT. I'd love to see her win the belt. But again, I think if they want Camille to drop the title, I hate to say this about Taya, but I think it needs to be a bigger name. She's held it for so long, so it'd have to be someone with more oomph behind them winning the title off of her.
I get what you're saying, but my argument against that is Taya was Impact Women's Champion, Knockouts, whatever you want to call it, for quite some time. So she's held titles in major companies. What was it, the AAA women's title, whatever that's called?
Yep.
She's held that title. So, I think
she is that currently.
She's currently, correct? Yeah. So I thought she's held so many great women's championships, but she's never held that NWA women's championship. And I have a feeling that it could happen. It very well could happen. But
it would be real exciting if she did.
Absolutely. I think that place would really go nuts. We already talked about the Burke Invitational Gauntlet. So for the championship match, I'm going to go into the singles match for the NWA World Junior Heavyweight Championship. Champion Homicide taking on Kerry Morton. I think I'm going to have to go with Homicide in this one. I think it's plainly obvious. Homicide's been killing it as the NWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. Kerry Morton, I just don't think he's there yet. I think that he is a great up-and-coming talent. I really like him a lot. I have a feeling it's going to be Homicide's night yet again.
Yeah, Homicide, it needs a little bit longer of a reign, and he's been killing it, like you said, in this division. So I'm fully team Homicide in this one.
I think that he's been adding a lot of importance to that junior heavyweight championship that wasn't around for a number of years, like ever since since Corgan bought it, however many years that was. I believe the Bruce Tharpe era, it was still in existence. Jake Hall, if you know, please leave in the comments. So I think that, I have a feeling that like Homicide has been adding that very much needed importance to the NWA title. And NWA, that's what they focus on a lot, is the importance of their championships. They don't flip-flop each and every week.
Yeah, and he's the first champion since they brought the belt back, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's a perfect, bringing it back after a while. That's a perfect guy to put it on.
Yeah. Yeah, he's dedicated, and he's just a really great wrestler, and he's awesome to watch. He's just doing a great job as champion.
Yeah, I've been watching him since I was a kid. I've always liked Homicide. Oh my God, he's just so talented.
The first time I had ever seen him, he was him and Steve Corino in a Ring of Honor show, and they went all over the arena, and he was just stabbing Corino with a fork. It was just there was so much blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, this is Ring of Honor, so they're known mostly for their pure wrestling style. And this is the first. I was shocked. I was amazed. I said, this is the first Ring of Honor show I'd ever been to. I was in awe, basically, of this matchup. It was amazing. So that's the first time I had ever seen Homicide, and I was instantly a fan right there.
First thing I ever saw him in.
All right, let's say
early Impact. Oh God, him and Hernandez, LAX versus Team 3D. That's one of my favorite feuds in wrestling.
Yeah, I remember that. That was very, very interesting time for TNA.
There was some shenanigans with LAX during that time, but other than that, great tag team.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like the multiple incarnations of LAX. There was a couple different versions, so
I thought there was like a legacy thing.
Yeah, exactly. From there, we have the singles match for the NWA National Heavyweight Championship. We got Jax Dane taking on Scion. I don't think that Jax Dane will be dropping this title. They're really building him in the NWA, whether he's going to come up and eventually challenge Trevor Murdoch for the title. I would not be surprised if eventually he does and then walks away with that title. I don't think he's going to drop this National Heavyweight Championship anytime soon. He's on a roll. He really is. And if by any chance a Scion does, there's going to be some shenanigans. I think that it's going to be some sort of an accident or some sort of a mishap, maybe on Chris Silvio's part, or maybe Austin Idol accidentally, getting involved or whatnot.
Or even Black G's. Anybody from Idol Mania.
Yeah. What's your opinion on this match here?
I think potentially it could be one of the matches of the night. I think Scion is very talented, but I don't think he's the guy to take the belt off of Jax Dane. I think they're building Jax to be like this monster heel, kind of how Tyrus is right now.
Yep.
But probably he could back it up a little better in the ring compared to Tyrus. But yeah, he's just such a good cocky heel character. I don't want them to take the belt off him or him off the TV anytime soon. So yeah, I'd like to see him keep the belt.
And that's not to mention that he is a former NWA World Champion as well. So, I just have a feeling that they're just trying to build him to go in that direction, and that would
could be a two-time champ.
Yeah, losing to somebody like Scion, I think would put a smudge in that build. So I think he's just walking straight out with a title. I think this might,
Yeah, like
yeah,
because losing the belt could be good for your build. It's just got to be the right guy to lose it
yes,
to.
right, yep. All right, so from there we have the Commonwealth Connection, Doug Williams and Harry Smith taking on Law of Rebellion, a rematch from Crockett Cup,
Oh God, yeah, that was so
where
good at the Crockett Cup.
yeah, I'm going with La Rebellion regaining the championships at the this time. That's just my pick. I think it's a little bit obvious that that's going to happen. Personally, just saying,
Okay,
throwing it out there.
I think I'm gonna go the opposite route there, bud. I think Commonwealth is gonna retain.
Yeah, I think it's. Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, I
That's
don't know
cool.
what it is because they were like a thrown together tag team in the Crockett Cup because it was originally supposed to be the reunion of the British invasion,
Yes.
Nick Aldis and Doug Williams, but then Nick ended up getting the title match against Matt Cardona, and they brought in Harry Smith, made this new tag team, and to my knowledge, this is their first time teaming together, but they took the whole thing and ran, and then they won the tag titles. So I like both of them individually, and I like them even better as a tag team. So I'd like to see them retain the titles here.
I'd like to see them retain the titles. It's just, well, I mean, I think they're great champions. Let's get this. I just kind of misspoke. I said it. I think they are pretty good. They haven't really been on TV a lot as champions, defended them a lot. But I don't know, man. I'm digging La Rebellion. I think, and it's going to be a wild and crazy match. I wouldn't be surprised if they do walk away with those belts.
That's the thing. I like both teams in this match, so I think I'd be happy either way. But they're just four talented dudes, and they
Yeah,
work well together. So
yeah, absolutely. We have back at Crockett Cup, Mike Knox put Bully Ray through a table during an interview segment. Yeah, I guess he was he interviewing Mike Knox if I remember correctly. I'm going it's a few months back,
oh god,
or
I
he's
think
part of the
so.
segment. Yeah. So
Yeah,
so now Mike Knox has put the challenge out to Bully Ray. It's going to be a tables match. Bully Ray's known for the tables. I might be called crazy for this though. I'm picking Mike Knox.
I don't think that's crazy. I think as like cocky and braggadocious as Bully Ray is, I think he would want to put over the other guy in the match to kind of maybe start building Mike Knox as a contender for a title. If you
Yeah.
beat Bully Ray in his specialty, that's going to do like hopefully it do wonders for where you are in your company and whatever. But I think Bully Ray would want to put Mike Knox over. So
I'm not the world's biggest fan of Knox. I just remember his stint in WWE. Um, he did a cup of coffee in TNA as well, I believe.
oh
So
yeah, aces and eights, baby.
yeah, yep. So I'm gonna. Oh man, I'm just gonna have to go with Mike Knox on this one. I'm going with the crazy one. I just have to.
Okay, that's a good
All right,
choice. I'm going Knox as well.
so of course back at NWA, always ready. I might be getting some of these cards mixed up that I just mentioned. I'm sorry. So if I said Crockett Cup and they were wrong, then I apologize. I think,
Get in the
but always
comments.
ready. Nah, I just remembered always ready was happened. So of course, Matt Cardona relinquished the title at always ready, and there was a 4-way match between Vladimir, Aldis, Murdoch, and come on, tell me. I'm
Oh,
trying to remember who the fourth
Sam
person
Shaw,
was. Right, correct. Same show. All right, duh. All right, and of course, Trevor Murdoch walked out with the belt.
which was
So
surprising.
Uh, yeah, because I didn't expect that. I actually didn't expect it to happen. I was thinking that it might have been Tom Latimer's time, to be honest with you. I didn't think that they were ready to put it back on Aldis, and I didn't think that they were going to obviously put it on Sam Shaw, because Sam Shaw was just there to, try to boost the views, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah, he's
So,
already back in the E. So
yeah, he's already back in the E. Well, I don't know, man. Each week he's been carried out from security, so I don't know.
I have a ticket. I can be here.
Kayfabe. Anyways, so I'm gonna have to. I'm interested in seeing who this TBA is to be announced. Opponent is. As a person, now mind you, I'm just going through the notes that I have. I don't know if anything's been announced since.
Not that I've seen.
Yeah, not that I've seen. And I do kind of keep up on this on a daily basis, the NWA news. That is my love in professional wrestling. So, yeah, I'm guessing that it's going to be announced at the show or maybe even on Power tomorrow if it is announced at all. So, in advance, but we'll have to see. I'm interested in seeing this. And, I mean, it could be a hand-picked opponent from Cardona.
Yeah. I'd absolutely lose it if he picked Brian Myers and they did a one-on-one match, because they had a banger one-on-one match in Impact recently.
They did that, and it was just like a finger poke of doom situation.
Yeah, get Cardona back. If he wins, he's number one contender or some BS, and then finger poke of doom.
So we've got, oh, Jesus. You ready for this one?
Yes.
We got Ethan Carter the third, EC3, coming in and taking on big, strong Mims. As much as I love Mims, I used to like EC3 a whole lot until this Control Your Narrative stuff. It's
oh, God.
I'm not going to rip into Control Your Narrative here. I'll do that off here with Sam or anybody else that wants to hear it. It's just not my thing. It's not my thing. I don't understand it. I don't understand what's going on. But EC3 taking on Mims. I think that this. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen here. I have a feeling it's not going to be a very competitive matchup. I really like Mims, and I'd love to see them really build him. It seems like every time they start to build him, they don't. They stop. It's like they have him. We go up against some great people. He gets controls of these matches against these big, great people and then just gets beat. I want to see him actually go in and take a title, get a title, go, you know what I mean, and become a very important player in the NWA.
Wasn't he like his most recent feud against Tyrus for Tyrus's title?
Yes, the TV title. Yep.
Yeah, it felt like the whole match Mims was going to win and take the title off Tyrus, and then Tyrus did like two moves and pinned him.
Yep.
But everything about this EC3 versus Mims match just screams, one, Mims is going to lose, and two, the rest of the Control Your Narrative guys, I don't even know if I should call them wrestlers or narrators or what. It feels like CYN is going to invade the NWA during this match or something like that.
I would not be surprised if we saw, Adam Shear. I don't even know who anybody else is in there other than those two guys, to be honest with you.
The guy that used to be in Forgotten Sons, Wesley Blake in NXT.
Okay.
And then Austin Aries.
Never mind. Is that because you can't get a gig anywhere else?
I think so.
Okay.
He's an asshole.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got the Pope and Rodney Mack. I gotta go with the Pope here, even though Rodney Mack, I love the guy. He's gonna have Aaron Stevens in his corner. If it happens, something's gonna happen. I don't know if Rodney Mack goes over. Maybe there's gonna be a split between Aaron Stevens and Rodney Mack because it seems like an unlikely pairing. So I don't know if that's something that they're just building up for, just kind of some sort of a feud to get Aaron Stevens back in the ring.
Yeah, that confuses me. Like, he did that whole thing at, is it Alwayz Ready, where he was retiring?
Yep.
And now he's back on our TVs as a manager? Like, I honestly feel it's like he was supposed to return to WWE to be in that Elias Ezekiel thing, and then that fell through. So I feel like that's why he's still on. They just don't know how to put him back in the ring yet.
Yeah. All right, so this is just as bad as us trying to talk about Control Your Narrative. You ready?
Yep, hit me.
Beelzebub's Bedlam match. It's a miserably faithful Judius, Sal Renaro, the Gags the Gimp, taking on the ill-begotten Alex Taylor, Jeremiah Plunkett, and Danny Deals. That's going to be a pre-show match, I'm guessing.
I don't even know how to unpack that. What is a Beelzebub's Bedlam match?
I have no idea. This is the first time I'm ever hearing it. I'd love to see the ill-begotten take this, but most likely it's going to be Father James Mitchell's crew, the miserably faithful.
the name of the match just screams, "This is our gimmick. We're going to win. Here's James Mitchell. Give him a mic." Is it just Billy Corgan speak for Extreme Rules? Is it like no tags, just everybody's in the ring at once? But it should be fun to see, even if necessarily those 6 guys that are in it aren't the biggest names. They still could put on a good match.
So there's 12 matches on night 1, including a gauntlet match and a battle royal.
Wow.
There's 9 matches on night 2. So I'm guessing night 2 is going to be the oh no, I'm sorry. Night 2 is the battle royal for the NWA United States Championship. I'm sorry, I mixed that up. No, I said that earlier that it was on night 2. I'm sorry. So yeah,
no worries.
There's 12 matches on night 1, including that gauntlet. The battle royal is on night 2. So we're going to let's talk about this. All right, and talk about these 9 matches. Night 2, which is supposed to be billed as like basically the bigger show of the 2, usually night 2. So I'm looking forward to this. Trevor Murdoch taking on Tyrus. This match, I don't know what to think, honestly. I was excited that Nick Aldis was going to wrestle Trevor Murdoch. I thought they'd put on a couple good matches in the past. I'm not the world's biggest Tyrus fan. He's hard to watch sometimes.
He's not good.
I'm trying to be nice here. So I obviously don't think that Tyrus is going to win the title here. I think that Trevor Murdoch is going to win. But I would not be surprised if somehow Nick Aldis comes out, gets somehow involved in this matchup.
Honestly, it feels like he could go to a no contest because of involvement from Aldis being upset or any of Tyrus's guys coming in But yeah, I have no interest in seeing Tyrus wrestle, but I like Trevor Murdoch a lot, so.
Same here. I've always thought he was really great and underrated, and finally got his due when he came to the NWA and won that belt.
And it'd be cool to see a big Hoss fight in the main event of a pay-per-view. So I guess from that aspect, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this goes. This could actually go way better than we're giving it credit for, to be honest with you. It really could.
"Quote unquote" a sleeper hit.
Yeah, there you go. We already spoke about the Tag Team Battle Royal, the United States Championships. Let's see. There's also Camille or Taya taking on whoever wins the gauntlet match that we already gave our picks earlier. So there's also Pretty Empowered for this is the King's Highway Street Fight for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. Pretty Empowered, which is Ella Envy and Kenzie Page, taking on the Hex, which is Allison Kay and Marty Bell. They are the former NWA World Heavyweight or World Women's Tag Team champions. Yeah, man, I think that I'd love to see the Hex win these belts back, but I'm just not convinced that they're going to. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Yeah, I have a feeling the Hex might win them back in this street fight. I don't really know much about Pretty Empowered, but just a street fight screams, this is the Hex's gimmick. They're going to get the titles back in this match. Because I think the 2 girls from it's Pretty Empowered, right?
Yes.
They're going one-on-one on the Tuesday night Power before the show.
Power tomorrow. Yep.
Yeah. So maybe it feels like they're not going to get along in this match, and the Hex is going to take advantage of it.
That could also be a ruse as well. They can not get along and then just see, hey, we actually worked out great in the in the actual match. So yeah, but I'm going to go with Pretty Empowered. The NWA, I guess, was a Power, the 74th. It's supposed to be a very built up episode for tomorrow night centered around this weekend's events.
Yeah, I saw something that every single wrestler on the roster is going to be in the ring at one time or something to celebrate.
Okay. That's interesting.
That goes back to what you were saying earlier.
Yeah, I saw that. I did see them mention it when I was watching NWA USA earlier. Let's see. So they got, the MLW National Openweight Championship. This is going to be, I'm telling you, man, I'm really happy to see Davey Richards here. He's going to be taking on the Thrill Billy, Silas Mason. I don't know a lot about him, but
I've only seen like his 2 NWA matches.
yeah, I do. He hasn't. I haven't seen enough of him to convince me anything, but I know that Davey Richards is a top tier performer. Just saw him not so long ago. Saw him. Obviously, he made that appearance in Impact, where he went
That was
against
awesome.
Eddie Edwards in the 8-man tag or whatever it was. Saw him and
Yeah,
Eddie Edwards reunite to take on the Motor City Machine Guns for Ric Flair's last match, which I thought was a banger of a match.
that's my
When
match
it
of the
just
year.
it just showed that they could really still be that David Richards just is still awesome.
Oh, he's so good. I think, to my knowledge, the episode where he wins that title still has not aired from MLW.
Oh,
But
okay. He's being
um,
built as the champion on NWA TV though.
yeah, he showed up at a couple different shows with this title and being billed as the champion. I'm like, but we as the fans haven't seen him win it yet.
Yeah.
This is the same energy as Tyler Bate showing up on Heatwave with the NXT UK title. Like, that episode hasn't come out yet. We did not see him win it.
That's like that's just the power of the internet. All the spoilers are always out there too early, and it just
Yeah.
ruins it all. All
But yeah,
right, so we got
this match could be real good.
absolutely. We've got 4 more matches. We've got Macario taking on Magic Jake Dumas.
This
It's
is
just
on
going to
night
be,
2?
huh?
This is on night 2?
Yeah, it's night 2. Maybe they
Oh,
booked all the really good stuff on night 1. They got 12 matches on night 1 and 9 on night 2.
should be
So,
the other way around.
yeah, well, I'm not looking forward to this match. Is just going to be one of those matches that's just there. I'm guaranteed this will be on the pre-show.
This is when you go make your popcorn, grab your beer. Nothing against these guys. They're both talented, but I just don't want to watch this.
Yeah. This one I think could be a really good match, though. This next one, Tom Vladimir taking on Judius. I think that this has
Oh,
potential, all the
I didn't
potential in the
even know
world.
this was on the card.
Yeah, this could be has all the potential to be match of the night. To be honest with you, Tom Vladimir is great. Judius has been around a very long time. He's a very good wrestler. This could be a very good match. This could be best match of the night.
Is Judius the big tall guy from Miserably Faithful?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so he's got a match the first night and a match the second night. That's good.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
because in the Team War they did recently on NWA Power, he was cleaning house. Judius, it was so good.
Oh yeah. And then we've got Colby Carino, Caprice Coleman. Another match. Maybe I gave the undercard matches a little bit not enough credit because when I first said that, but this match is going to be a very good match. Colby's great. Caprice obviously is a legend in the sport of professional wrestling. He's been around quite a few years. Actually, I still think he's younger than me, so never mind about that, stuff. So he's very good. I liked seeing him pop up and do commentary for Ring of Honor recently. It's nice to see this guy still out there and doing stuff. This match is going to be a very, very good match. Colby Carino, he's young. He's just still a great performer. It can be very good.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Caprice in the ring because by the time I started watching wrestling, I only knew Caprice Coleman as a commentator or a
Okay.
backstage interviewer. So I've only ever seen him wrestle I think maybe twice on Power. But what I've seen, I've really enjoyed. So I'm excited to see this match, and I like Colby a lot. So this could take my match of the night trophy.
And we've got. You ready for this?
Yes, hit me.
Nick Aldis, obviously, Nick Aldis pulled out of the main event by Billy Corgan. He's punished. He's got to wrestle Flip Gordon, of all people.
Oh, God. Okay. I know EC3 started Control Your Narrative, but Flip Gordon is the most fucking Control Your Narrative guy I've ever seen, and I hate it because he's talented. Flip Gordon is a good wrestler. Why bother with? I hate it. You're pulled from the world title match, and you got to fight the most CYN guy out there.
Aldis and Gordon do have somewhat of a history. I believe that they wrestled each other on a Ring of Honor show a number of years back when they were trying to really build up Aldis and his 10 on the 10 pounds of gold series and such. So,
okay.
This probably, like I said, that was a really good match. I believe that he might have wrestled him on an episode of Power, like early on when they were working with Ring of Honor. If I'm not mistaken, I might be mixing up my stories here a little bit, but anytime that I've seen Aldis is still one of my favorites of the modern era. So I'm looking forward to this match either way. I think that he could put on a very, very, very good match against Flip Gordon. Flip is a very competent wrestler. I've seen him a lot, over the years with the Ring of Honor, Northeast Wrestling, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. He's just a very competent performer. So this is going to be a really good match, I think.
Honestly, anytime Flip Gordon's in the ring, I am glued to the TV or whatever I'm watching it on. Like,
all right.
He's so good. I can't stand Control Your Narrative.
No. Come on, I know you're a big fan. Anyways.
I got a hoodie. I just bought a hoodie as a joke, and now it's my personality. I can't help it.
That's NWA 74th anniversary show coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. If there is any changes to any of these events, obviously I will bring them up here on this podcast or on pwzpodcast.com. I'm really looking forward to this weekend. I've got a lot of work to do this weekend, but of course, I'm going to be sitting my ass down on my couch both nights in time to watch these with some beer and enjoy some good old-fashioned NWA wrestling. Sam, is there anything you want to throw out there before we get out of here?
I'm not really a Control Your Narrative fan. I literally do it all as a joke. I need that point to come across.
I've tried watching it. I have that Pro Wrestling TV app, and they're on there, and I've clicked on it a few times, like while it's on there live streaming, whatever. And I'm just very confused by what's going on. And I've just never stuck around to, I don't want to talk bad about it. I just don't understand it. I don't understand what's going on. So it just looks like it's just a big movie to me all the time. And
it looks like
I'm there to watch
Abrams movie.
Yeah, I'm there to watch professional wrestling. I don't want to watch, wrestlers act, basically.
Yeah. The only match I've made it through of the entire Control Your Narrative thing was Moose versus Matt Sydal, which is not something on paper that sounds good, but it was pretty entertaining.
I'm sure if they competed in either AEW or Impact, I'm sure that they would have had a really, really good match. I've seen both of them wrestle, both places. So I don't think Moose ever been in AEW. I'm sorry. I've seen both of them wrestle all over the place, but
Moose has grown on me recently. I think that guy's pretty talented.
No, it took me a while to get into him, but I think that he's actually quite talented. He actually is. It took me a while myself, but I don't remember what match it was that convinced me, but sometimes I'll sit there and not be convinced for a while as to why people are getting behind this guy, and then all of a sudden there'll be that one match, and then it just clicks, and I'm like, holy crap, and then I'll go back and watch everything for years.
I'm a Moose fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Oops,
Sam,
now I'm a Moose fan.
Do you want to point anybody towards your social media?
Oh, yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Dude from the Dark Ride.
Of course, you can follow us everywhere. And, of course, go to pwzpodcast.com. Go buy our merch. Have a great night, everybody.
Get a shirt.